Hi, this is Eric, and welcome back to Final Fantasy. Let's play Final Fantasy VII. Last time we got Aerith back in our party, so yeah, now we need to escape from the Shinra building. And to do that, we need to go to the 66th floor and use the elevator to get back down to the first floor, and then leave. So yeah, that's what we're going to do now. So this is the 66th floor. Here's the elevator, and this guy came out and must be a trap. And we're captured. A lot of good RPGs and Final Fantasy games, at some point, at least once in the game, your crew gets captured, and this is it for Final Fantasy VII. And here we are brought in front of the head honcho of Shinra himself, President Shinra. I don't think they ever give him an actual name other than President Shinra. Yeah, we know she's the last surviving ancient. Oh, and they called themselves a Citra a long time ago, and now are just forgotten. So yeah, President Shinra is seeking this place called the Promised Land, and the reason why is because if the land is fertile, then there's got to be Mako. So yeah, we were pretty much captured. I don't know why we couldn't put up a fight there, but for what I guess plot convenience. I can't remember if I pointed this out, but if you look closely at President Shinra, yeah, he's smoking a cigar as he's talking. I think it's just him and Don Corneo that do that in this game. Yeah, we're in prison now. If you talk to Tifa, you get an option. If you tell her leave it to me, you get brownie points for her, and I'll demonstrate that. Yeah, so Cloud, you're so brave. If you tell her kind of hard, you lose points with Tifa, and you can keep doing this as much as you want. So yeah, I lost another point, lost another point, and lost another point. So you can offset Tifa at this point in the game and make it to where you'll definitely get her as the date, or where you definitely won't get her. Now, if you go up here, if you're going for a date with Aerith, you want to talk to her first. If you're going with a date for the character we haven't gotten yet, you talk to Red first. If you want a date with Barrett, talk to him first. So since I want a date with Aerith, we're going to talk to her first. Of course, she's safe, Cloud. I mean, they want her to lead her to the premise, and like they're going to harm her, or kill her or anything like that. I mean, yeah. So yeah, Aerith and Cloud have a deal where because Cloud's her bodyguard, they'll eventually go on a date. So yeah, even Aerith isn't aware if there's a promised land or not. Now, one thing I forgot to mention: if you want those weapons and armor that I mentioned in the previous video that you can get, if you go to the 66th floor first, you cannot steal them at this point in the game or beyond. So you'll have to wait until I think you can buy them in a store later in the game. So yeah, you'll have to wait till then. So yeah, if you walk back to the door, you can just go to sleep now that we've talked to Aerith. But let's hear the dialogue that Red has to say. Now, when I first played this, I thought Red was calling Barrett Grandpa for some reason. He's actually referring to someone else that we'll meet later in the game, but yeah, he's not referring to Barrett in this part of the game. And we'll talk to Barrett now. And let's, oh, I guess he's still talking. So yeah, Baird wants to, yeah, I guess he's going to recruit some new members, and he's asking about Red now. Because we got to stop Shinra from sucking out more Mako energy. If we walk to the door now, we'll basically go to sleep now that we've talked to everyone. And I guess Cloud gets the floor. I think there'd be room on the bed for both Tifa and Cloud, but I guess they didn't want to have a guy and girl and a guy and a man and a woman in the same bed together because it looks like if Tifa scooted over a little bit, there would be room, but whatever. And now, if you look, the door is open. Yeah, why is it open? And the guard's down for the count. So let's go talk to Tifa. Yeah, something is definitely wrong. The door's open, the guard's dead now, so yeah, there's something going on now. So we'll go help Baird and Red, and I don't know why he says Baird and the others. It's not like there's a bunch of people in this room. It's just Baird and Red, so why couldn't he just say Red there? Yeah, so basically Red's going to scout ahead. Barrett's going to, I guess, stay here and clean up or whatever. I think it's just a reason for him not to be in your party. And Aerith and Cloud and Tifa are all going to go together. Let's see. Yeah, Aerith is fine. Actually, I'll give her the fire because some enemies are weak against fire. Tifa, I'll give her the restore all, and since some enemies do use poison, I'll give her that. And at this point, I'd rather give her lightning. And the earth is all filled. I'll just give him these materials just because. So yeah, let's go see. Yeah, if you look, everyone is dead, and there's blood in the room where Genova was, and Genova's not there. So yeah, we continue to follow Red. Yeah, there's something definitely going on here. I'm going to go ahead and save the game. Just, well, standard rule of RPG. If you see a save point, use it. Now, if you look at your, I haven't shown it, but if you go into your key items, you no longer have all those key cards, so you're kind of you pretty much have to go the way I'm going at this point. I believe these are all weak against Cure, so I'll be using Cure on all of them. Hopefully I'm right about that, because I just did it with all 3 people. Yeah, these are the enemies that we now get that I guess it's because Genova released, my guess is that these are all research specimens that Hojo is working on, so I think that's why the enemies have changed. Yep, they are all weak against Cure, so I was right to target them all with Cure. I think I'll heal Aerith between battles, and she's starting to get low. And Deadly Waste, I think that casts Bio, or let's see what it does. Bio, where is it? Yeah, Bio 2, and I guess I already had some. Yeah, let's heal Aerith. Yeah, she's the only one who needs healed. Yeah, it looks like everything leads up now, so yeah, let's continue to follow the trail of blood here and get into more battles. Yeah, these are weak against Cure. For a second I was thinking they weren't, but yeah, they are weak against Cure, so... And if you look, Tifa got poisoned, but she'll do some less damage since I believe I gave her the poison elemental combination. So that'll help her out some. Yeah. I believe this should kill them. Yep. And Aerith gained a level. And the trail continues up, and we go up the stairs and get into more battles. against more of these, whatever this thing is. I'll just cure it. Yeah, I like the combination when you first get to Sector 7 and you're able to buy material. I like to get two restores, that way everyone has access to cure. That way, if someone needs a cure and the person you designate as the healer can't do it, that way everyone can heal. And if you look, President Shinra has a sword sticking out of him. That doesn't look very comfortable. Yeah, the head of Shinra is dead. This kind of caught me off guard my first playthrough because I thought he was going to be the final boss of the game, but turns out he is completely dead, and that is Sephiroth's weapon. And looks like, if you remember him, he was the head of the space program in that Shinra meeting. So it looks like Sephiroth doesn't want the Shinra to get the Promised Land. Yeah, Sephiroth, we'll learn more about him later, but he's definitely not a good guy. And here comes Rufus. Yeah, so basically he's the vice president, but now that Shinra's dead, that would make him the president. You can talk to your people. There's nothing to gain by going and examining Shinra, President Shinra, so don't worry about it. This part kind of reminds me like a Power Rangers part. I'm Cloud, former soldier, first class. I'm from Avalanche. Me too, a flower girl from the slums, a research specimen, and we are Avalanche. Yeah, he's only present because his old man died. And he's going to let us hear his inauguration speech. Yeah, that's how his dad pretty much did it. He kind of used money to control the world, but Rufus is going to do things a little bit different with fear instead of money. He doesn't think it's a good idea to waste money on people to make them think. Shinra already controls the world, so he knows it, and he's going to use that to rule the world, basically. So yeah, the party's going to split up here. Everyone's going to leave Cloud here and go after, basically try and exit the place. And yeah, they're gonna leave, and it'll cut to your four characters that aren't Cloud, I guess. And here, Tifa's gonna leave here. So here it gives you the option to remove Cloud and Tifa's materia. I go ahead and do it. Although if you, for some reason, chose the other option by accident, you can go into exchange and do it that way. But yeah, let's see. I want to give her the lightning materia, and actually I want the restore ability up here, lightning up there, and I'll keep the cover on her for now. I know Aerith has low hit points and isn't really a good cover, but I want to gain her her second level 1 limit break. Let's see, restore all. Now, Barrett, there's a boss coming up where basically you need to have long range abilities to hit him. So Barrett's going to be able to attack normally. I'll just give him 2 senses and a steel. And so yeah, Aerith and Red do not have long range weapons. So yeah, they're kind of at a little bit of a disadvantage. I guess I'll give him fire and elemental and enemy. Well, no, that doesn't gain anything. I'll just do that. Does everyone have all their materia slots filled? Yep. So yeah, enemy skill, don't worry about it because there's nothing at this point in the game you can gain an enemy skill from. And we go out the elevator and we get into a boss battle. Yeah, this is the boss I was talking about. You have to have long range weapons or hit it with magic to hit it. Now, strangely enough, Red's limit can hit it, the Sled Fang ability, so keep that in mind. And it is weak against Bolt, which is why I gave Aerith the Bolt command. And, I might have been advantages if I picked up a Bolt materia later, but I'll be honest with you, after I leave Midgar, I will probably end up selling the lightning materia, because there's not too many more enemies in the game that are weak against lightning once you leave Midgar. So yeah, I will be selling it just to gain some gil. I should have used Fury on Red and Aerith, but whatever. I guess I could use it during battle, but actually it would be hyper. I'd use it grants you the Fury stats. Yeah, this isn't a very hard boss battle. You just, I mean, you're pretty much, if you don't equip magic attacking spells on Aerith and Red, you're pretty much forced to only use Barret for attacking. So knowing that, like I did, kind of helps out. I'm trying to think of, I think my first playthrough, I think I just happened to have magic on Aerith and Red. So, yeah, so if you don't, then like I said, you're going to be having to rely only on Barret's physical attacks. And Earth's up to her limit. She is getting weak, but I should be able to use her healing wind before she gets attacked again. And Barret's up to his limits. Yeah, this is, like I said, this is not a very hard boss battle. It's just more of an endurance thing, if anything. I think I'm going to go ahead and heal Aerith with Red here. I did not eat, oh yeah, I did. So that way, just to be on the safe side. And his sensor cannon's charging. That means there's a big attack coming up. So if we can kill him before that, that's great. If not, we should be able to survive it. Yeah, now it's charged, so its next turn it will attack us with its sensor cannon, unless we kill it before that, which we just did. Good job, Barret. Now, if you think this battle's over, think again, because here comes something else. Yeah, this thing is pretty much the same as the previous the previous boss we just killed. I think it has slightly better attack power, but it does have less HP. So yeah, but pretty much the same thing we've been doing. Yeah, and here, see, the sled thing will work on hitting this guy. Yeah, again, just more of an endurance thing. Do your best just to keep your hit points up, and yeah, is Aerith up to her limits now? Yep. So yeah, I'll go ahead and use her limit here in a minute. Either this is a really slow moving elevator, they've exaggerated the length that goes, because I think, if we were on I think we are on the 69th floor, you'd think we would have gotten down to the bottom by now, but yeah, maybe it's a slow moving elevator, I don't know. But I'm going with that, it's exaggerated the height just so you can do this boss battle. Yep, we killed it. And she got her second level 1 limit break, Seal Evil. That mutes and I think it stops everyone. So yeah, it's handy for some boss battles and enemies. And we got a Mithril Armlet, but we already have something better. So I'm going to go into the menu. I can't remember which button it is on the keyboard to remove everyone else's materia, but I'll just equip them manually since I can't remember which button it is. because it doesn't take too long. And let's see. I'm gonna give him the restore all, even though he's the only one in the party. I believe one of the enemies in this boss uses lightning, so I am gonna give him lightning. And I don't want to equip too many others, so I'll get equip something that, this gives him +1 vitality, +2 dexterity. There isn't anything to steal, and I'll just equip a sense just to gain some AP with it. So yeah, Cloud will be fighting this battle solo. And when you're ready, just push start, which I cannot remember which button start. Sorry, just trying to. Oh, there we go. So yeah, yeah, Cloud and Rufus are about to duke it out. Yeah, we won't be allies, Rufus. He has I guess a little dog thingy with him. So yeah, the dog thing will use barrier on President Rufus. Since I have it on active, barriers don't last a whole a long time. But yeah, I'm gonna finish the dog first. And I like how President Rufus uses a shotgun at very close range on Cloud. It's kind of to me, it's kind of humorous, I guess. Yeah, the dog doesn't goes down pretty quick. I believe his barrier is not up, and sometimes for some reason he'll laugh in the middle of battle. I don't know why. I might heal up in a minute with Cloud. Yeah, his barrier's gone now. Yeah, I'm gonna heal up, and Cloud's up to his limits. Now I will be using Crush Slash because the stop or paralyze or whatever does work on President Rufus. So let's see if it works. Yep, it worked. See, if you notice, he's not moving anymore, so he has stopped. And we pretty much already finished the battle. He is going to run away. He's kind of a coward, but I will admit he is not as big of a coward as his dad, because he did actually try to fight a former first-class member of soldiers. So, yeah. So we get a guard source. That ups something by 1 of your stats permanently, and a protect vest. Well, let's take a look at these. Guard source raises vitality by 1. I use all the sources on Cloud because he's always almost all except for one part in the game. He is pretty much always, or 2 parts in the game. He is pretty much always in your party. And let's look at the protect vest. That raises vitality by 10. And I guess I activated the thing that has the finger over you. So I guess I'll just keep it on. So yeah, now we just need to run down and talk to Tifa. There are still random battles, but don't worry too much about them. Just run, or Cloud should be able to finish them. Now we're cutting back to Aerith and her group. There are random battles, but I'm not going to worry about them. I think I already examined this, but I'm going to just in case, because you can't come back here until very late in the game, and that's your only other chance to get it. So I want to be sure I got it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I already examined it. I just do that in case for some reason I forgot. But yeah, I examined it. Yeah, we're pretty much surrounded. Do you really think they were just going to let us walk out the front door, guys? Yeah, we need to think of a way to get out of here. Yeah, we're not in a good position. Pretty much the entrance is completely surrounded by Shinra soldiers, so, what do we do? And it looks like Tifa's made it down. Now here's one of my favorite scenes in the game coming up. I think it's pretty cool. And here comes Cloud on a motorcycle. Nice thing about these scenes is you don't need voice acting to tell what's going on or whatever. You just see what's going on. You don't need them to talk or anything. They're just, we're basically gonna use these to get out of the Shinra headquarters. So yeah, now we're on the highway. We're away from the Schinner building, but they are not going to let us go that easily because we are pretty much the most wanted people in the world because we're avalanche terrorists. So let's see. Cancel form party. Um, I think I will put Aerith and Red in my party because I want to gain limits with them. Menu. I'm gonna remove all. Let's put restore all on cloud. Um, Steel. Um, what else? Um, I might come back to him. I'll use lightning on her. Restore all because there's a boss battle coming up and it is weak against lightning, and I'll just come back to her. Restore all. Actually, I know what I want to equip on her. No, I can't do that. I was thinking of using fire and elemental because the boss does use some fire attacks, but I guess I'll give that to red. Um, Cover on him and sense. Let's see, how does Aerith look? I guess I'll give her some poison just to get some ability points with it, and I'll just fill the rest with whatever. So yeah, we are good to go. Oops. Now to figure out which one lets me start. Darn, I cannot figure out which one. Guess that means I'm gonna have to, I can't figure out which one lets Cloud attack the other way, so I'll have to basically attack the way I've been attacking. Yeah, this is kind of a mini game. You can play it later in the game whenever at a certain location, but basically if they they lower your hit your party's HP, and yeah, and that'll determine how much HP you guys have. And there's something I forgot to do for the next battle. The next battle will be a back attack. I should have moved everyone to the back row. That way we start in the front, but I can easily adjust that at the start of the battle. Yeah, I wish I could figure out which button on the keyboard is the switch, but I should be fine. I'm not the best at this mini game, as you can see. There we go. Yeah, you can knock them down by ramming into them, which is what I've done with a few. Yeah, see, I just did it with that orange one. Yeah, I kind of like this mini game. It's kind of fun, but yeah. I hate when they do this cinematic change because I can't really tell I can't really figure out the controls when it does that because they do ultra just for that slight change. Um, yeah, yeah, that's pretty much the end of the course. If you listen, there's something chasing us, and there it is. So Red's gonna have a little bit lower HP because if you look at him, sorry, he's has a little bit lower. Sorry about that yawn there. So yeah, we're in a boss battle now. And we are in a back attack, which means, it pretty much gets a first attack on us. I am going to move everyone to the front row my first turn. Yeah, change, change, change. And I'm going to use a Fury on red or a Hyper on red because I want to, he's the only one without a level 2, his second level 1 limit. So yeah, I want him to start working on his second level 1 limit. This is probably the hardest boss battle you'll fight at this point, by this point in the game. It's not too hard, but it does have, an attack like that that does do some damage. It looks like Cloud's up to his limits again. Yeah, since he can't be paralyzed or stopped or whatever, I am going to use Braver on him since Braver does slightly more damage. And it is weak against lightning, which is why I gave Aerith the lightning materia. Yeah, this isn't a hard boss battle. It's more of another test of endurance. But yeah, it's not too hard. Just, if you have lightning, use it. Attack, and keep your hit points up. How do our hit points? Yeah, I'm gonna heal. Looks like Aerith. I guess I could have healed with Aerith, but probably by then she would have gotten killed or whatever. I'm gonna hold off on her limits for now, and I'll use Red's limit. Now, I can't remember if I mentioned this in a previous video, but one thing I don't like about the limits in this is they do replace attack. So if you don't have anything but attack to use, you pretty much have to defend or skip the turn until or use the limits. So it's kind of annoying in this one. They did improve it in later Final Fantasies. But yeah, in this one, they were, I think limits, well, they were technically introduced in 6, but they weren't introduced as an attack that you can select. Like in 6, if your characters were weak and you chose attack, there was a chance they do the limit, a very low chance, but so they were technically in 6, but I'd say this is the one that pretty much utilized them as an actual attack or an ability. I think well, I guess I won't. I was going to say I was going to have Aerith heal with her healing when the next turn, but I guess we finished it off. Well, yeah, now we need to figure out what we do now. We were able to escape from Shinra, but we don't really have a place to go. And, I guess Sephiroth is alive, and Cloud wants to settle the score with him. I guess something must have happened between those two. And it seems like that'll save the planet if we, I guess, get rid of Sephiroth. And Aerith wants to come to learn more about the ancients. Yeah, this kind of caught me off guard my first playthrough. I thought when I first played through the whole game was Midgar, so yeah, we are leaving Midgar. And if you notice, when I left the church earlier in the game, this is the same screen. So this is the entrance and exit of Midgar, but we can't go back in. We need a key, which we won't get until much later. See, it won't let me go through the gate. So let's talk to everyone. I don't think what you choose here affects anything, so I'll go through both options. It's dangerous. You sure you want to go? I thought you'd say that. We told Earth's mom to go somewhere safe. She should be safe. Yeah, she should be. So yeah, they're gonna leave. I guess her mom and Marlene are gonna leave Midgar. And let's choose the other option. And I guess Red's gonna tag along with us so we get to his hometown. We'll be going there eventually. And when you're ready to go, just say, let's go. Yeah, they've pretty much just nominated Cloud as a leader, which I will be honest, him as a leader makes more sense than Barrett because Cloud does have military experience and so he should be able to lead a lot better than Barrett. I don't think Barrett was a good leader of Avalanche in all honesty. Now, who you put in your party gets brownie points, so I want the date with Aerith, so she's coming in, and Red because he doesn't gain any points, so that's our party. And our next stop is the town of Calm. I guess our materia is fine. So this is the world map. Yeah, and that's the town of Midgar. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and end here. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.